implications. The contemporary cultural landscape increasingly embraces relativism, where moral judgments are seen as subjective and personal rather than universal. This shift away from absolute moral standards towards individualistic interpretations has significant implications. Phrases like "my truth" exemplify this trend, reflecting a society where personal experience and perspective often overshadow objective truth. Relativism challenges traditional views of good and evil by promoting the idea that morality is fluid and context-dependent. This perspective can lead to a society where actions traditionally considered sinful or immoral are redefined or accepted based on individual beliefs and circumstances. For example, behaviors such as premarital sex, once widely condemned based on biblical teachings, are now commonly accepted in many cultures. We are living in a culture people openly state, "I do what I want. It's my body, I sleep with who I want when I want," with no mention of thought of God. People are now their own gods. We are living in a culture where individuals openly declare, "I do what I want." The prevailing attitude is, "It's my body. I can sleep with whomever I want, whenever I want," with no consideration of or reference to God. People are essentially elevating themselves to the position of their own gods. This phenomenon is not new, but has been amplified by contemporary cultural shifts and the pervasive influence of media. The idolatry of self has become the defining feature of our times, manifesting in various ways and profoundly impacting our society's moral and spiritual fabric. The media and popular culture play significant roles in normalizing behaviors that were once considered sinful. Television shows, movies, music, and social media platforms often glorify lifestyles that prioritize personal pleasure and gratification over moral integrity and spiritual well-being. The portrayal of casual sex, substance abuse, and materialism as desirable and normative behaviors desensitizes individuals to the seriousness of sin and its consequences. Romans chapter 1, verse 25 warns against such cultural influences, stating, "They exchanged the truth about God for a lie, and worshipped and served created things rather than the Creator, who is forever praised." This passage highlights the danger of idolizing created things, including oneself, over the Creator. The consequences of self-worship are manifold and far-reaching. On a personal level, the pursuit of self-gratification often leads to emptiness, dissatisfaction, and a sense of purposelessness. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 2 poignantly captures this reality. "Meaningless, meaningless," says the teacher. "Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless." When individuals place themselves at the center of their lives, they inevitably encounter the futility of seeking fulfillment apart from God. On a societal level, the idolization of self contributes to the breakdown of community and the erosion of social cohesion. When everyone pursues their own interests without regard for others or for God's commandments, it leads to increased conflict, injustice, and a lack of empathy. The Apostle Paul addresses this issue in Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 to 4, urging believers to do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. In light of these cultural shifts, it is imperative for Christians to reaffirm their commitment to God-centered living. This involves recognizing the dangers of self-idolatry and striving to live in accordance with biblical principles. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6 offers timeless wisdom. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight."